What's cooking good looking? Let's get you meal prepping like a boss.
Yeah.
Boss. So what's cooking good looking? I have my friend Ferly here, who is a boss, babe.
Just like her.
This girl has such a busy work schedule, and I've been trying to get her to meal prep just to show her how easy it is for me. Here's one of her favorite recipes.
Yeah, that she's made for me. I always argue with her, like you probably relate. Like if you're a mom, entrepreneur, like a woman that's just busy, we know we need to feed ourselves right to give the energy we need. But for me, time was such an issue. In my head, cooking was intimidating. Cooking took a long time until this woman came along. So she's done a few recipes for me that I've meal prepped. I'm in love with. So is my husband. It's so easy. You can literally make it in your work
blazer.
Yeah, in your suit. Like it's not messy. It's quick to the point. You're out the door. So love salmon. This one is for you.
Okay, so you're gonna start off with slicing your lemons and laying them down on a baking dish. Then you're going to create your marinade, and that is going to be butter, olive oil, amino liquids, lemon juice, pepper, salt, honey, minced garlic, brown sugar, Dijon mustard, and red pepper flakes. Right?
Yummy.
You can either blend this, mix this in a mixing bowl.
2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of pepper, minced garlic, butter, and a pinch of salt.
Once you've already created the sauce, you're just going to go ahead and pour it over our salmon. Use about 5 pieces of filet, or you can purchase a large salmon and cut them into little sections.
Rinsing and descaling your salmon. One of the reasons you want to descale your salmon is to remove the outer slime coat. Measure your salmon to cut about 5 even fillets. Place each fillet on top of the lemon rounds in the baking dish. Pour all that yummy sauce that we just created over the salmon, topping with a little fennel to garnish.
And then she just placed it in the fridge for an hour, right? And every 20 minutes, you get your spoon and you pour all that juicy sauce right on top of your salmon. So as you're getting ready for work, just come down every 20 minutes if you can, or maybe every 30 minutes, and just come down, sauce it up, go back upstairs, finish getting ready.
Right. After an hour of being in the fridge, remove it and place it on the counter for about 15 minutes to come back to room temperature. Then you'll set the oven to broil.
You're gonna broil the salmon for 10 minutes. Then take it out, you're gonna baste it again, pour all that juicy sauce right on top of the salmon, and put it again, broil it for 5-7 minutes, and listen, it's done.
Benito.
That's 5 dinners. And that's done. Like that's an hour and a half of cooking 5 dinners.
Right.
I can't cook every single day. I just don't have the time.
Right, you don't.
I just don't. I mean, I don't make the time. I think you can say you don't have the time for anything. So for me, it's like it's such a time saver.
Amazing. And then you're gonna just pair that with your favorite vegetable and rice, and it's ready to eat. So are you ready to meal prep like a boss?
That's the question.
Oh, we are here.
You guys ready?
In a rice cooker, add 2 cups of wild rice that has already been soaked overnight, 4 cups of water, 1 bay leaf, kosher salt, and olive oil. Set your cooker to 45 minutes to an hour. All right, girl.
Yes.
You ready for this asparagus?
Yes.
It's so simple.
Okay.
Simple ingredients. We have a little olive oil, pistachios, a little zest of an orange, and kosher salt.
Yes.
So we're just going to start off by drizzling some olive oil all over our asparagus.
Yes.
Like so. Okay.
I love asparagus.
Me too. So good and high in fiber.
Yep.
All right. And we're going to actually just sprinkle on a little bit of kosher salt.
Yum.
Perfect. A zest of an orange peeled. A little bit of citrus.
And she's doing this in a white blazer. I just want you to take note of that, okay?
More?
That looks good to me.
Okay. And then we're just going to sprinkle
I never
over.
thought of doing this.
What? It's so roasty.
It's so yummy.
It's so yummy.
But before her, pistachios and asparagus didn't go together. Now they do.
Definitely.
Now they.
If you'd like to add a little bit of garlic powder, you can do that too.
Yep.
Seasoning is always good, honey.
Yes.
Make sure you season.
That's the secret of cooking.
Onion powder, you can do that as well. And if you'd like, you can add some pepper.
Yes.
Right? Awesome.
And she's making 5 days worth of asparagus. These asparaguses are long and thick.
And long and thick. 3
Monster.
asparagus today. So
Now
we'll
what?
just pop this into the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes or longer, depending on how crispy you like your asparagus to be.
I see.
That's it. Did you see how quick that was there?
It's crazy. That's why it's one of my favorite recipes. It's like bam, bam, boom, 5 meals done.
Put it in the oven. We're ready.
Okay,
Let me put my heels on. Let me get on your level, honey.
Ain't got a year.
You ain't got a what?
A year.
All right.
Okay, you guys. So the salmon just came out of the oven. The asparagus just came out of the oven. It looks delicious, as you can tell.
Delicious.
The final touch for this is to season the rice.
It's to stir fry our wild rice.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Okay.
And to season it. That is
turn this
exactly
up?
what you said.
Yeah.
The trick to making the perfect wild rice is to soak it for 24 hours. Once it starts to open, that's when you know it's ready.
Wow.
If you're eating black wild rice, I'm sorry. You ain't getting the flavors that you deserve to be eating. So we are going to start with a medium pan on medium heat. You gotta stir that like a boss, because you're a boss.
I'm a boss.
Just gonna add a little bit of olive oil to our pan now that it's warm. Maybe about 2 tablespoons. Gonna just coat that nicely. Perfect. And we already have our onions,
Green onions.
our red onions. We have some basil, we have red peppers, we have fennel, fresh and dry. So we always start with putting our onions in first. We're going to add our green onions and our red onions. Let that cook for a couple of minutes. I just love putting the onions in.
Onions and garlic, like, saves you.
It does. It saves every meal.
Everything.
As you get older, you realize that onions and garlic will make any meal hit.
It's true.
This is so true. Then we're going to go ahead and add our other peppers and fennel into this mix.
I love the fennel. And it makes you look like, oh my gosh, she's a cook. She's a fennel.
So here we're going to go ahead and add our seasonings. I feel like that's the secret to Portia's apron. I season my peppers,
Yes.
and I don't really have to worry about seasoning anything else because the peppers hold all the flavor. You smell it? Honey,
100%.
it's coming through. We Gucci. We can go ahead and add the rice. Let's do some at a time. That's good. Perfect. So we're just gonna get that stir frying. This already looks amazing. Oh my God. Oh, this looks so good. I'm gonna add a little bit more because we're cooking like a boss today. We're not playing no games. Like ma'am, none. Okay? Portia's apron is in the house.
And cooking like this, without spilling.
Not one drop. If you saw a drop, act like you didn't.
No, I didn't. I mean it.
Want to add more?
More?
Or do you think that's good?
I think it's good.
Okay, that's good then. We Gucci. I ain't gonna force you, honey. I'm just trying to like. All right, it's time. So we're actually gonna dish the plate for the man first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dish it out. What? Looks beautiful.
I'm just the shit. I'm trying to tell people that I'm the shit.
I gotta tell you. Ew.
Signature. What kind of man is he? He like a lot of man or he like a little man? Like he like a lot? Okay.
Boom, boom. Let's take a pic.
That's blog approved.
Right? I'm gonna give this to the man.
All right, guys, meal prepping is completely easy. You can do this. It's not hard. All you do is distribute your rice evenly. You can start with a little until you fill all of it, and then you can always go back and add more.
May I just point out not one spill. That white jacket is still white.
Portia's
Another
apron,
one.
honey. And another one.
I think what do you think?
I'm done. It's over. I hope you enjoy this recipe. It's quick, it's easy. Like I said, if you're somebody that is working all the time, this is going to be something that is on hand for you. Share this recipe with your friends.
Yes.
And
they'll love you for it.
I hope that you enjoy.
Portia's apron, baby.